Guys, welcome back to Coach Means. Today we're going to be talking about the last night's Thursday night game between the Bucs and the Bears. This one was a really surprising one. The Bears actually managed to pull out a win, 20-19, in a pretty close game. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. Just before we get started, make sure if you like football, and you like watching people talk about football, this is probably a good channel for you. We're posting every single day, and with a Tuesday night game this week, we're going to be posting twice on Wednesday, so good things are coming. So if you like football, make sure to subscribe. I do tweet during the game. I don't post very much on Instagram. I'd be very look in my description. We'll follow both of those. I'd be very, very grateful we went ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and talk about this. So we've got Tom Brady, who the Buccaneers. They were actually up 13-0 with like 2 minutes left in the first half at one point. And then the Bears, they got a touchdown in a drive, and they got two touchdowns, one right after another. And after that, it was 14-13 at half. The Bucs kind of fell apart, in my opinion. They managed to tie with the Bears 6-6, but really they kind of were terrible. I think they might actually. Here's something that a lot of people were talking about. It was actually the end of the game. The Bucs are down 20-19, no timeouts. There's like 1 minute left. It's fourth down. Tom Brady launches one up in the air. It's incomplete. He thought it was third down, and that's why he took such a chance on that one. He actually thought it was third down on that play, and you'd think a veteran who's been in the league for 20 years, who's been in the league longer than I've been alive, would actually know how, be able to keep up with downs, but apparently he can't. But Tom Brady did throw a touchdown, 253 yards. He was 25 for 41 in completions, and in my opinion, I do think he had a pretty good game. Nick Foles also had a pretty good game, 30 for 42 with 243 yards, a touchdown, interception. And that interception really wasn't his fault. He threw it to, I think, Allen Robinson, and then when he threw it to him, he kind of popped it up in the air trying to catch it, and then a Buccaneers defender ran by and intercepted it while it was in the air. Or didn't run by, but he was beside him. On defense, the Bears, they really showed up in the second half. In the first half, it was all about the Bucs offense. They were just moving down the field with so much ease, and the Bucs defense was basically just laying down and saying, "Run right over me. I don't care." And then in the second half, it was a lot of Bears defense, and it was a lot of Buccaneers offensive line being just terrible. There were tons of sacks. There were tons of penalties on the offensive line. At one point, it was 1st and 30 because they had a bunch of penalties. And then Tom Brady got sacked on the next play. It was really a terrible, terrible game for the Buccaneers offensive line. Especially, like I said, in that second half, they were letting up sack after sack. It was crazy. And also, the Bears offensive line didn't do very good, too. In fact, Nick Foles actually got strip fumbled one time. Luckily for the Bears, I don't know who it was, but a Bears player was able to fall on it. But yeah, a lot of field goals in this game, especially in the second half, of course. That's really all I can think about to talk about. So, we have a lot to talk about these coming weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.